Meowies. Meow, 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 meow. Hi guys, welcome to today's video. So in this video I wanted to talk about things not to say to an artist. I've been doing this for quite a number of years now and I've heard everything under the sun, but there's like a couple of ones that keep popping up over and over again. So I just wanted to make a video about it and maybe people stop saying it. So the first one is overwhelmingly the most popular one that I get, or the common one I mean, and it's always the same price, and it's, can you make me a doll for $50? And I understand that people may not know how much money and work goes into a piece, so but if you're not sure, you can watch my previous video on why I can't be a full-time artist, and I go into pretty much a lot of detail about why I can't make a doll for $50. But $50 wouldn't even cover the cost of materials for my dolls. So that's why I can't make one for $50. I'd love to make one for $50 for everyone, but it's just not viable. So please stop saying that. Another one is that's too expensive. I hear it all the time, and it's just kind of insulting actually. Because there's like this misconception that artists' time is free. So there's no like consideration for the amount of time and effort that you've put into your work. So yeah, it's kind of a bit what's the word? It's insulting, really. The next one is I can make that. And I mean, go ahead, make it then. The next one is can you make it cheaper? And no, I can't make it cheaper. The price is what it is, and it's pretty cheap for how much time, effort, money, work goes into it. So no, I can't make it cheaper, and please don't ask that. Please don't ask any artist that. The next one is can I have it for free? And I get that all the time. I've got harassment before where people just ask over and over why they can't have it, and that's not fair, and I'm greedy or whatever. So it beats me how that is acceptable behaviour, to be honest, because you wouldn't go to a shop and harass someone for a t-shirt, would you? So I think that one especially is pretty insulting. And I mean, I know a lot of people might be from the younger generation and might not understand and didn't understand concepts of time, money, effort, knowledge either, so don't ask that either. Another one is you need to get a real job, and that one really pisses me off too. I have a job because I can't live off my art, but if I could, I definitely would do it full-time, but it's not a viable thing here. But to consider it not a real job, why? Why would you not consider it a real job? I'm still working, I'm still making money, paying taxes, and doing probably longer hours than 9 to 5, and racking my brain more than what I would in a regular job. So that's another thing that's really annoying. Another one is saying, well, that's not work, it's just what you like doing. And you know, when you take commissions, it is work and you have to deliver something to a customer. So if I just did it, you know, whenever I wanted to, then I don't know, it doesn't make sense. It is still work, and artists work very hard to make their products, so don't say that either. And another thing I get a lot is you should make this, and a lot of it is copyrighted characters, so you can't technically sell copyrighted characters. So the only copyrighted characters I've made are ones that I've given to people, and I mean, with the exception of like 1 or 2, back a while ago. But yeah, copyrighted characters are protected, so you can't make any profit off them, and I mean, I know it's like difficult to police that if you're a company, but I know Disney and what are some of the other ones? I know Disney's pretty hard on that particular aspect of things. But yeah, technically you can't make copyrighted characters, so please stop asking me to make copyrighted characters. If I do, like I'm making the Ninetales from Naruto at the moment, it will be for a giveaway, so I won't be profiting off it. And they will be solely for my patrons over on Patreon. So if you wanted to be part of that, you can head over there to join. But it will be a milestone goal thing, so I won't do it all the time. So what it is if I get a certain amount of followers, then I will give away an art doll. And I like to do like copyrighted characters because then I can actually make them, because there's so many that I want to make, and that's the only sort of way that I can do it. So completely rambled off tangent there. Yeah, but you should make blah blah blah, and it's always very demanding as well, the ones that I get. And I don't know, I just don't like that. Like, I want to come up with my own ideas and my own designs, but I mean, I'm happy for people to make suggestions, but I think there's a certain way of wording things rather than you should make this, or you should make my pet, or blah blah blah, give it to me for free. So not internet, I'm afraid. I think that might be just about it that I can come up with, that I get a lot. The $50 one is really the one that I get all the time. And you know, comparing my work to other people's work is also very insulting, because there's a lot of other artists around, and when I first started there was only very little artists around, so only a couple, and I got compared to their work very often, and with a lot of hostility. And I mean, I don't know why. Maybe some of the colorways were similar, but you know, artists don't own colorways, and I'm very careful not to copy what other artists do as well, especially nowadays. I tend not to follow certain artists, so I don't get influenced by their work, because I don't want to. But comparing artists to other artists' works when it's clearly not a copy is a little bit insulting as well. So please don't do that either. So anyway, I think that's all I can come up with. If you've had any experience with this as well, leave it in the comments down below and we can chat about it. From what I've seen, it's very similar to what people get. A lot of them are from illustrators as well, where they say, you know, you're drawing, what kind of drawing is that? You draw better than me, I can draw stick figures. That's one that I see a lot. Can you draw me? That's another one, which no, they can't draw you, it's not free. Actually, they can draw you for a price, I guess, if you're willing to pay it. But yeah, so please just keep in mind when you are going to ask artists something, and I don't want to sound like too pretentious or anything, like, ooh, you have to tiptoe around artists and stuff, but there's just like common courtesies around certain things that I think people should know, and you know, things that offend artists, and yeah, just keep in mind what you're going to say, and just make sure it's not hurting anyone's feelings or anything. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I've got to say about this topic. Like I said, you can join me over on Patreon. That's at Creatures of Nat, but it will be in the description box. You can also head to my website at creaturesofnat.com, and you can check me out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Creatures of Nat. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.